Your father does kiss me, Janet. He kisses me every evening before we go to sleep, and for one very good reason.
Because you tell me to.
Because he does love me.
Have you got any fillings?
I beg your pardon?
I haven't.
Well, I could kiss you if it'd help.
Mum, look, we can see what's happened here. I knew this marriage wouldn't work. Come along, Stanley.
Oh, George.
Oh, Janet.
I had a vision that was going to happen.
Oh, shut up.
So, I hear your marriage is a sham.
Whatever my parents told you, they're wrong.
It happens to us all, Janet. I remember my husband telling me he no longer found me attractive. Hard to imagine, I know, but he did.
That's terrible.
It was just after the vicar said you may kiss the bride and I raised my veil.
But surely he'd seen you before. What was different about your wedding day?
Nothing, apart from the fact that he was sober.
And don't work too hard, Dad. You'll get exhausted.
Oh, that's my boy.
Do you really think he can be Piers' son?
Morning, Janet. Look, Dad tells me your husband prefers guys. So, if your fire's going out and you want it stoking, give me a call. Ciao.
Yeah, that's Piers' son.
Oh, it's marvellous being a father. We spent all last night talking. I was telling him about my brilliant career as a doctor and TV personality.
And what's he been up to?
Oh, I don't know. We haven't got round to him yet. Oh, damn! I forgot to tell him about my Northolt Man of the Month award in 1983. Won't be long.
Yeah?
My name's Allison.
Oh, parents can be very cruel.
Mr. Allison. It's about my wife. You told her she only had days to live.
Did I?
And now we've been to a specialist and he says there's nothing wrong with her. Frankly, I'm not happy.
Ah, so you got your hopes up.
No, I didn't get...
Sorry. According to my records, we only have one patient with days to live, and that's Mrs. Pettifer.
I've only days to live.
Oh, there you are, Mrs. Pettifer. I won't bother with the doctor. You get off home. Anything else?
You're a disgrace. A disgrace to the medical profession.
I beg your pardon.
There's no need.
You're nothing but a vicious, vindictive, hideous old crone.
Hey, pal. Who are you calling a hideous old crone?
This woman here.
Oh, fair enough. You better watch what else you call her, because that's my girlfriend.
You tell him, Arnie.
You say one word out of line and you'll regret it.
Oh, yes. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing. But she'll punch your lights out.
I shall have you sacked. I'm sure I'm not the only one to complain about you.
Really? Anyone else here like to complain?
No, thought not.
Forget it, pal. You can't touch her.
Like that, is it? And, you're her boyfriend?
That's right. Arnie Kowalski.
American?
Yeah.
But living here?
18 months. Why? What's it to you?
Oh, just that I work for the Immigration Service. I hope your papers are in order, Mr. Kowalski.
I came as soon as I could, and you'd be pleased to know I'm back to normal. See, those pills are working fine.
Good. Arnie's in a terrible state.
What am I going to do? I'm from Ultron. I have no papers.
Arnie, stop panicking. I mean, what's the worst they can do to you?
They could arrest him and lock him up.
Okay, keep panicking.
You must have some papers.
Just my passport. But it ain't stamped and the photo's out of date.
Oh, that's horrible.
I know. We all had our hair like that in the 70s.
That's my Ultronian passport.
You don't say.
I can't show him this.
No, not unless you want to be taken away strapped to a table and given electric shock treatment.
Not again.
Again?
I live with Mrs. Raven.
Oh, of course, that's it. Mrs. Raven, could you come in here a moment, please?
Yeah, what?
Mrs. Raven, Arnie doesn't have any papers.
And?
And he'll be deported unless you marry him.
I can't. I'm already married.
When?
Last week. An Albanian needed a passport in a hurry. Paid me a fortune.
You married a guy just for money?
Yeah, of course.
That's why I love her. How much did you get?
What are we going to do?
He's your cousin. Why don't you vouch for him?
No, George, don't get yourself involved.
Mrs. Raven is right. He's got a perfect right to be here because I've a right to be here, and he's my cousin.
Well, yes, but...
And that's what I'm going to tell them.
No, George! Oh, great.
So let me get this right. You're happy to sign this statement saying that Mr. Kowalski is your cousin?
That's it.
Just like to sign there.
Yep, the pills are still working.
Right.
There we go.
Thank you.
You see, Janet, I told you there was nothing to worry about.
If I could just see some documentary evidence to support your statement.
It'll take me ages to make a documentary.
No, I mean papers, documents.
Ah.
Here we go.
Well, I don't actually have any. But you can take my word for it. I never lie. Where I come from, lying is punishable by death.
Death? Where do you come from?
Ireland. But we're a very strict family.
He's joking. He doesn't mean that.
This is no joking matter, Mrs. Sunday. We're trying to stop people living here illegally, living off the state.
Oh, no, Arnie isn't doing that. He works for a living in my shop.
Does he now?
He works very hard.
So he'll be paying British taxes then?
Oh, no, he doesn't pay any tax.
George.
And why would that be, sir?
He told me only idiots pay taxes. So I didn't put him down for it.
Oh, no.
Do you pay tax?
Of course I pay tax.
Oh, you need to get some advice then. You're being done.
Mr. Anderson, my husband
Not
simply...
now, Mrs. Sunday. This is starting to get interesting.
Oh, thanks very much.
I presume you're a British citizen, Mr. Sunday?
Well, now, do you know, I'm not sure. Janet, would you say
Yes,
I'm...
of course he's a British citizen. He's married to me. Here's my passport, and here's our marriage certificate. Now, I think you've asked enough questions. I'd like you to go.
You say this is your marriage certificate.
Yes?
You do realise it isn't valid?
What? It must be.
Hasn't been signed by 2 witnesses.
Oh, no. You see, the thing is, we got married very quickly. I was just about to give birth.
We only just made it. She gave birth in the vestry.
I shall have to report this.
Oh, no, we cleaned the vestry up. You'd never know.
I mean the certificate. You've only one witness signature.
Oh, that's all right. I'll sign it. I was there.
You can't witness your own wedding. It has to be done at the time. Now, according to that, you're not legally married.
You realise what this means?
We're going to have to give all the presents back.
We have no proof that you're a British citizen.
Under these circumstances, Mr. Sunday, I'm afraid you have no right to remain in this country.
What if we were to get married tomorrow?
Sounds like a marriage of convenience to me.
Of course it isn't. We have 2 children.
Good. Provided you can prove Mr. Sunday's the father. It will just require a DNA test.
No problem. Anytime you like.
Of course there's a problem. You're not human.
On second thoughts, there might be one tiny weeny problem.
It obviously isn't a marriage of convenience. We're already married. We live together. We love each other. What more evidence could you possibly need?
Janet, we've decided you have to leave George. Your marriage is nothing but a sham.
Mum.
It's obvious he's gay. That's why I was kissing Tyler and not you. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't realise you hadn't guessed.
Not at all. Please, tell me more.
Dear Mr. Sunday, we can find no record of British or indeed Irish citizenship. We are therefore forced to conclude that you are an illegal alien under the terms of the Immigration Act 1999, Section 203.
You can't argue with him in law. It's here in black and white.
You have 1 week to provide proof of your citizenship, after which time you will be held in detention until we can ascertain your country of origin. George, they're going to lock you up.
I don't want to go to prison, Janet. I mean, there's so much I want to see, so much I want to do before I'm put away.
Well, yes, that's completely understandable. There is so much to...
Right, seen it all, done it all. I better go and get packed.
No, George.
Janet, I've broken the law. I need to be punished.
We're going to challenge this case and we're going to win.
Yo, Mummy!
Right, I'd like to call this our first campaign meeting to order. And our first task is to... Tyler, what are you doing?
Protesting. So I've handcuffed myself to some railings.
Right.
And before we start, there's something I don't understand.
Yes.
Well, in fact, there's most things I don't understand.
Get on with it.
Well, Arnie says he hasn't paid any taxes while he's been working for you, Master.